Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Well,
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time. All right,
bet.
But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
What the fuck? All right, bet.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away.
Come on, bitch.
They'll get down.
Come on.
Put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The give from the gun.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Are you fucking stupid?
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Russell. Moves around to clear up the vision.
What shit out there?
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, a lot of times you're trying to throw slants against man coverage. If you're going to do it against zone, it's got to be so precise, and that time just a little bit off, and that's why it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off.
No.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Alright, bro.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him.
Yo.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going deep.
Go, baby.
Inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of them want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Cunningham.
That's easy, Brad.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. On the run deep down the right side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays. I've got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire.
Yeah.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Fucking Randall.
Fielded in the end zone, it's out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Come on.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the handoff. He's
Yeah.
going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player.
Yeah.
He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Obviously not to start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more
Fucking him up.
and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Floating away. And as he throws. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely should be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route.
Damn. Why he strap you like that?
Got some room to run. Crosses midfield. 30.
Bro, that's retarded.
Touchdown, Gator. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
No, I know this nigga
Penn
is not
State
audible
sends the
football.
offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
Let's fucking go. It's a nigga. Come on.
Huge pickup. And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down.
Damn. Come on.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again.
My fucking ball.
13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it out fast. And the catch and run.
they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
Yeah, hit him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Allen. At the 35, he's open.
Wow.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step
That's what he
shy
didn't take a
midfield.
fucking
They'll mark
redo.
it at the 49.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, better look out. Past the stakes, and he may get more.
What the fuck?
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Oh, you got niggas running fuckeries.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Using his legs, it's Owens. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Pocket breaking down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Cunningham. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the toss. Got a little space. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's it's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Got the quick pass. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On the ground, it's Owens.
Fucking go.
Turning it on. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
How you fucking know it?
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical.
Yes.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Allen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't.
Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the back. At the 45,
What the fuck?
into the secondary on the right.
Bro, what?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the tailback. And runs through another guy. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State, to put your name on that list.
Makes a man miss. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's really how you do it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snagged out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the run. Gets away from one, finds some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Find some fresh air. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Russell. He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can...
Pulls it in inside the 10. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. The snap sets up the throw. Score. Touchdown, Florida! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Cunningham. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can.
Oh my God.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gator! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move.
Him, bitch.
Found a space on the right. And they get him out of bounds.
Come on.
An explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge.
Pussy. This shit is easy.
Really good running, gets it into
Damn,
the
make
red
that
zone,
call.
and they'll have it at the 16.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
From the gun, the ground game.
Ew.
Fights off the
Oh
defender.
my fuck.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Penn State!
I'm nasty.
They've got the lead here in the 4th. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
I should have trucked. I should have died.
Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And I don't think he broke the play, and the quarterback just tried to sneak it in. Power on power, and the defense won it again. All they need is 1 yard, and they've got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think,
Yes.
put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pulls it in. It's Allen.
Some bitch ass in the field.
Across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down.
Yo,
catch score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution is left a little bit
that one block, bro. I should have cut it up
right
there.
When you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get to him.
Fucking birdie, bitch ass. Come on, bro.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Oh, nigga.
This drive will open from the 15. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Those are some big bodies.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room, it's Allen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Extending the play, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one.
Who's put up 62 on this fucking muffin?
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find are my guys better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money downfield. third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. That's 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Toss to the left. Runs through the tackle. Got some room after the goal line. They'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Barrett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
QB got it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Trying play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's hooked. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Cunningham. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I'm a pussy.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on
Should have
that
hit that
one,
nigga
make
still.
the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this team.
Mike, what the fuck? Bro, that shit is corny, bro.
Once he got
That's
some
fuck.
room, it was over.
Gosh.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll toss it to the left.
Yo!
Recovers the fumble and he's still going.
What the fuck,
Knocked down,
man?
but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Cunningham. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Stop it.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And to the end zone.
Pussy.
He'll get that one all
This
the way
nigga got
down
the
to the
retarded.
40-yard line before he stopped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos.
Yeah.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops.
Hold your fucking water, nigga.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing
Fucking
on that
cut,
one.
nigga.
On the move, it's Sanders. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to slam it.
Stupid.
Stopped in the
Come on.
backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman.
I was about to get loose.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is...
Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Cunningham. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout.
Bro.
And incomplete on the deep.
What?
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration.
Touchdown.
And that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Calls his own goal.
Boom, let me go to the outside.
For no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air, it's Castellanos. Rushes on him. He just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Unleashes one. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Bitch ass boy.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Fuck.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
One of his
Clock is under
dumbasses
4
throw
minutes. They come to the
that.
line for second down. Looking to fire.
Bro.
A strike downfield. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first
Corny
down before he
fuck.
steps out of bounds. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. He's looking to pass. Buys a little
On
time
his
with his
ass.
feet. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another down.
They'll try it again from the one on second. Touchdown!
That's nutty.
State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Finds a tight end.
What the fuck?
Coughs it up. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown,
That's how you
Nittany
get
Lions.
boned.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's Castellanos.
Bro, that's
Connection.
bro.
They'll get it to the 48. No need
Bloody.
to measure. It's a first down. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look,
He'll take a shot.
What? Oh
he
my
had it. The deep
God.
ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
That's how I picked that shit.
Going for the
He's not
massive,
fucking going.
explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
That shit is easy.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that
breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
I really be towing this shit.
Got enough
I really
space.
bro.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
I'm denying shit.
And he takes it in for the score.
Man, we're quitting. Shit too easy, bloody. Getting his face in the death, popping nigga with face in death, popping nigga with shit in your mouth.